Hey, my name's Tony Ray. This is Donatelli.
I'm Pappy.
And I'm Sunshine.
And this is Strange Tales.
Strange Tales? And you are listening to Strange Tales from Outer Space. Let's start the show. Yeah! Welcome to Strange Tales from Outer Space.
Outer Space.
I'm holding in my anger because literally as the countdown happened, my phone rang and the person calling knew I was doing this recording and they're calling me in the middle of something very important. With something very important.
Do you need to go? Do you want us to take the beginning?
No, let's keep going because they're not gonna respond back. My name is Doc and we do a weekly Wild Star podcast giving you the news and views on the planet Nexus. I am, like I said, I'm angry today.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell us why? How about this? Let's make it official.
I'll start
How
first.
was your week?
I woke up at 4 a.m., spent the night at my parents' place. I missed out on a party. My 1-year-old nephew decided he wanted to not be the only one awake and started screaming for all of us to be awake. I then had to go into work at 7 in the morning and was there till about 12 for an issue that should have taken 20 minutes. I almost get in an accident on the way home. I didn't tell you guys that because it was not that big a deal.
That sucks.
And the two recent issues, one I just explained, and these two I blame for the other one because
No.
Hold on, let him
no
finish.
blaming anyone.
Indigo, you don't need to contradict him. Chat's gonna contradict him.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm sitting here looking through some PC sales. I'm building my PC. I have half my parts already. I have a G97 or GeForce 970 sitting there in the wings. I have NZXT case on the way that I got for like $90. I've got a nice motherboard from Gigabyte there. I've got RAM ready. All I need is like 4 more pieces. And I see a processor on sale, and like after every certain amount of intervals, the price goes back up to the original price. It was at $280.
That's not what you told us.
I then said, "Okay, it's gotten back up to $300 flat because the sale was ending at the end of the day. They're bringing the price back up." That's
well, if it was $280, I would have said go.
Keep going, Doc. Power through the rage.
So I say, guys, I really want to get this processor. I might be a little late. And Indigo pulls the biggest passive-aggressive dick comment right there. He goes, no, go. I'm sure we'll be okay without you. And I went, you guys are going to let me live this down, aren't you? He goes, nope, not a fucking chance. So, mostly because I like people listening to the show when it's done right. I also like all of our listeners too much that I decided to forego a $280 i7 processor and that tiny violin that's
Indigo, can you hear that? Can you hear that, Indigo?
The same size as
Hold on, let me turn my volume up. There it is. I hear it. Yeah.
World's smallest violin. Yep, there it is.
So I'm all sorts of angry today. How is your guys' week?
Krug, would you like to go first?
Sure. Yesterday, so a bunch of our friends, Indigo and I and Doc, all of our friends, are moving very far away, and it's a lot of them, and they're all doing it simultaneously for some reason.
Quite a few of them actually QueueTimes members.
That's true, yeah.
It was really serendipitous, the timing of all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. So, I mean, that's bad. Good part is they threw a really, really awesome party as a last huzzah kind of thing.
Let's pour some more salt in the wound. No, don't we?
Hold on. Let me explain. They threw the party at a house that is by the college that Indigo and I used to go to. This house has been in the family, quote unquote, and by that I mean the same group of friends has owned this house, and people have just kind of like left, and then new people would come in, and then it just boop 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 for a very long time. I'd say like over 6 years, right?
Yep.
So this house is called the House of Poor Life Choices, and basically we went there and got really drunk, and then it was just a blast. It was really fun. Everybody was really relaxed. It wasn't like sad at all, which I didn't know if to expect. Like people are like, I'm never gonna see you again, and be all crying because that would have harshed my buzz. But yeah, and then we all nobody drank and drove, and because that's bad, nobody should do that. And
that's actually the reason why I didn't go, because I live an hour away, and I wanted to be responsible.
Good job.
But then
I live an hour away, and I was responsible. I'm just saying.
Good job.
I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to eventually leave tonight. I'm going to cut the alcohol out and start drinking water, and we'll go from there and see where we land in a couple hours.
Right?
That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's how
I
it
guess
goes.
I guess I am an adult though.
So it was a really fun party. Work sucked. That's all I gotta say about that.
Work does suck.
Indigo, how was your week?
I have been distracting myself by playing this amazing game, and all of you should get on it, called Fallout Shelter. Just do it.
Why are you?
It is such a just that game is just sucks all of your time away.
And you know that this is an unbiased opinion, because why the fuck would Bethesda pay us anything?
Yeah, and they made a buttload of money.
Yeah, they made millions on that game.
Their first week, I think they hit $1 million in the game market. Anyways, so been doing that, and just like Krug, I was at the party. Now I'm gonna say this, and if you're sensitive, and you can't handle naughty words or anything like that, just not pause, but just
Now would be the sensitive part.
just do it. So I'm gonna start now. At the party. My penis was grabbed so much.
Oh. Are we telling those stories? All right.
Because we have the TOS to deal with. All I'm gonna say is,
There's other way of talking about penis, dude.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, if there was a woman there that was like, "Why isn't Doc here?" I would have fucking punched her.
No. What I was saying is my penis was grabbed so many times,
Why did you just say that?
and not once by a woman.
That's funny, and I know who. That's
True.
better.
I
Was part of it?
Was just story time from the party. I was inebriated. And I took a bottle and I unzipped my pantaloons and I put the bottle in the zipper hole and then zipped up the zipper so that it was holding the bottle, and I just walked around like that for a while.
Again, he was drunk.
I was very. Oh, Doc just crashed. That's cool. Why did Doc crash?
He left. He said, "Screw this show. I'm going to
go buy my processor."
Anyways, keep going. I'm listening.
So, and then put it there. People would run up to me and try to grab it out of my pants with their mouths so that they could drink the beer that was inside, and it was the funniest thing ever. Absolutely the funniest thing ever. It was a really fun party. I don't know if you're all party people, you would have enjoyed it. Next time, if you're in the area, we'll send you an invite.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd be down.
So while we do not wait for Doc, I think it's you want to go over the strange tales of the week.
That was good. That was pretty good. It was better than Doc normally does it. Your voice didn't crack.
Well, I mean, I am an adult.
So first thing on this list, kind of infuriating for me, because it's about currencies.
Yep.
And why? Do we need to talk about currencies more? But I guess we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So first of all, we're talking about a currency that isn't tracked the same way that the rest of your currencies are. We are going to talk about the tokens that you use to acquire the chance to summon a world boss. Doc is officially gone, and it's just a big old picture of Indigo. That's great. Why is he not coming back? Doc, come back.
He said his router died and he would be right back.
Oh my god. How is that a be right back situation?
I don't know.
That is not a be right back situation.
That is a lot of me now. Anyways.
Yeah, and you're good now.
So the problem is that it's not really so much so a currency so much as it is we kind of went over it in the post show last week. So when we were running around, we were attempting to kill level 50 mobs throughout the end game area,
so that we could summon the new world boss, who is
Plushie King Plushie.
Yeah, King Plush or something like that. Yeah.
And so we were trying to do that, but to do that you have to have 50 50 tokens to do so. And the only way to get those tokens,
keep going for it.
No, I was just reading chat. No, so you have to get 50 tokens to get. Once you get your 50 tokens,
It's 75.
Is it 75?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. So 75 tokens to be able to get, or you can turn them in, and it doesn't have to be like you get 75 and turn them in. You can turn in like 5 or 1 or 2. But if you turn them in one location, like if Krug, myself, and Doc are in the same area, and we each get 25 tokens, we can each turn around and turn those tokens in. And Doc is back and is angry, and this is going to be the weirdest video portion of the show.
Did you
Anyways,
change your shirt?
No, I had the same shirt on.
Okay,
It's
that's
so hot still that my router reset itself and died because it
That's
overheated.
really stupid. I'm happy that you fixed
so
it.
we're talking about the tokens right now.
Oh yes, the points.
Yeah, and so while it is
No, not the
technically
points. We're talking about for
No, no,
world
no.
bosses, bro.
world boss
Oh, okay, cool.
and so while it is technically a currency, it's not tracked the exact same way. You're actually only turning them in to specific areas to make an interaction with the world. Other than King Plushie, is it going to be just anyone?
Every world
It's
boss.
for every world boss,
It's
and it
for
works
every-
kind of like the Tarnished Elden gifts, like how they randomly drop off when you quest and when you group content stuff. The world boss tokens work the same way.
Okay. And so, which I think this is a better way of doing it than doing timers, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Well, it's
Um,
good because it's in addition to the timers. So the world boss will respawn on a timer the same way they do now, and you can go and find them just by chance and kill them. But if you like are targeting a specific world boss and need to kill a specific world boss, you and a group of people can get together, farm these coins or
No,
tokens or
not farm these coins. That's a few hours. That's like taking
Well,
up raid time essentially.
But hold on, I mean, we as a group in PTR could not, as a group of what, 6 people?
A
7
group of
people?
6 or 7 people, we got 3 coins in about
Nuh-uh.
30-40 minutes. Yes.
No, we got 4 because time travel had like 4. And
He had
then I
3 and I got 1, and then
I
you
had
had
one.
1. So
Okay,
we had
that's like
5. But time travel had 3 from his last
But-
PTR
But
entrance.
you can get them everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you can be doing daily zones. and get
So,
them.
like, chances are, if you and a group of people need the same world boss, first of all, you'll need a bunch of people to kill the boss anyway, so you're going to have a bunch of people. All those people are going to have their own set of coins or tokens or whatever the fuck they're called. What are they fucking called?
I forget the name of them, but I
Whatever.
honestly think it takes too long at this point in time. I hope it's
Well-
I hope it's the drop rates increase a little bit, to be
Well,
honest.
they're,
be
they're
nice.
not trying to get it so that you can go to an area and hang out for an hour and then kill a world boss. I mean, the goal is that it's something that you're working for. And since they're not zone specific tokens, that you could be doing daily zones in Badlands and then go to not Northrend. Why did I almost? But you can go to each zone, each daily zone, do your daily quests, collect these tokens from there, and then go out and hunt down specifically a world boss. Or if you're in a guild, you're getting the tokens no matter whether or not you want to do world bosses.
The only thing I really wish I checked, and I'm gonna check it while we keep doing the show tonight, is I wonder if they're soulbound. Or if they're soulbound, then that makes it kind of a pain in the ass. If they're not soulbound, then it'd be great for guilds because then you're able to actually stock up the coins.
Yeah,
Well-
I have no idea if they're still bad or not. But here's the thing. It doesn't make it as convenient as it possibly can. It doesn't make it so that you
it's
can
just
go...
adding to it.
Yeah, but just listen. It doesn't make it so that you can go to a zone like next to where a world boss spawns, spend 20 minutes farming these coins, and then fight the boss. That's not what it's there to do. It's there to, as you're playing the game, over time you'll collect enough to maybe spawn one. And then when you get to the point where you need to fight a specific world boss or just want to fight a specific world boss or somebody in your guild needs to fight a specific world boss, you'll be able to help them out by using these, tokens, coins, whatever the fuck they're called.
I guess I'm overthinking
just
it,
saying-
honestly, because they're not only allotted the tokens, it's also
Yeah.
a normal timer, so,
So
I'm
it's-
probably overthinking it.
Anybody that says that this is not as convenient as it possibly can be is correct, but I don't think that's the goal. Like,
Here we
not
go.
everything in this game is as convenient as it can be. For example, I
never
don't
mind.
have 17 ability sets. Like, that would be super convenient, but I don't. So, whatever.
Damn, I can't find the coin. I thought I had it, but
Well, you
whatever.
don't. Sucks to be you, baby. You probably
Yeah.
deposited them because I know I deposited
Probably.
mine.
Oh, yes, I did. You're right. I did.
And,
So
and
I
it's
forgot.
a zone specific thing, so you could actually go there, deposit them, and then leave. Like
Yeah.
you don't even, like you can. It's just kind of.
I wonder if the progress stays or if it, like, resets after a while.
I think it resets after the timer spawns the boss naturally.
Completely guessing though.
Yeah, I mean this.
No, I
this
think okay. I
the
think I
famous
heard that.
stuff
So
right now.
that's just as good as a guess,
Let's move on, 'cause we have a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about, especially we're
bro.
getting another
Bro.
currency.
What did we tell
What did we
you?
talk about before the show?
Micro Center's already closed by the time the show's over. It doesn't matter.
No, no, no. We just gotta slow down, mellow out. Everything will be fine.
Well, there's not much else we can talk about for the World Boss tokens.
No,
because-
there's one more thing I want to say about the World Boss tokens.
Well,
It's
then by
another
all means.
fucking currency that we didn't know about before. Fuck you guys. Like, seriously? Seriously. If you took all the currencies in this game and put them all in the currency tracker, it would not fit on my fucking monitor. Like, I could get a
mad at you
4K
because we
projector and
love
it wouldn't
you.
fit on the fucking... Like, oh, God, I'm so mad.
You know what? When you were saying that, I thought you were going to be way meaner than you were actually going to be. I honestly, God, what I thought you were about to say was, if you were to take all of the currencies and put them together, it would be more currencies than players. And I was going to be like,
Ooh.
oh,
Sick bird. But hold on, Indigo. That wouldn't get my point across because I'm trying to say that there are a lot of currencies. I'm joking. I'm joking.
So we're gonna show you a link and a video, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, just a link. Oh, and a video. Sorry, of some of the new rewards you're gonna get. So the first link is gonna be some of the login costume rewards you get.
Yeah.
These next links are provided to us by Meridos Moose because he's just tearing through PTR right now.
He is.
It is amazing. So every 10 to 20 days after day 20 of logging in, not consecutive, just logging in, that might change, who knows, you actually get a piece of costume gear. There's no stats on them to my knowledge, but they're all special gear you can only get through the login system at this point in time. So you have like day 20 is the bot face, and day 110 is the evil idol face, and then
Which is
day
awesome.
140 days of logging in. So they want you to be here for a while. They'll
Yeah.
give you Cyclops face.
So I have a question about this. So, and it could be just because it's PTR, but when I logged on one day, and then I didn't get on PTR for like 2 or 3 days, and then I logged on again, I got the day 2 reward.
Yeah, it is cumulative. It does not reset if you miss a
Okay.
day.
Yeah, it's
so
just,
so it's not like Smite or
Correct.
those
no,
games
it's
where
not
like,
consecutive days. It's just
you
hey,
missed
this
a
is-
day, you're screwed.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's like, hey guys, this is the 56th day you've logged in. Here's your reward for the day, and it goes
Okay.
up to I think like 180 days.
It's a very high number. It's a very
Yes.
high number.
So if you want a consecutive days, that's what, like 3 months of logging in.
Well,
every
that's
day.
why I was like, wow, okay, that's a lot of days, but all right.
I much prefer this to the consecutive day because I don't always play games every day, and I think that the consecutive login days works for say like MOBAs because MOBAs there's always a climb and a challenge. People are trying to get to the next tier, and they know that if they have missed a few days, more than like 2 days, people are gonna pass them. So they always want to anyway, and just by proxy you get a reward. For
Yeah.
an MMO, I think this is probably a much more fun way of logging in, where it's like, well, I've already gotten to X max level, already gotten to this thing, and I already got this thing. I'm just going to take a few days, and nothing's wiped. You just come back in and you go, oh, it's day 35. Here's a day 35 reward. Come in tomorrow if you want. If not, next week, day 36 will be ready for you when you log in. I like that.
I'm told to correct you that 180 days is 6 months.
Oh, I'm thinking of 60 days. I'm thinking of like a chunk, like a block, like a drop.
So not a month.
Yeah,
No.
so you're
You're
thinking,
thinking
of
of-
the wrong thing.
I'm thinking of the wrong.
So you're wrong. Is basically what I'm
Look.
trying to say is that you're wrong. Why don't you just say that?
Hey, I have some salt for you right here.
Anyway, one of the next few things we're going to show you have to do with discovery stuff. So for one, there is a actually the next one's from Cosmic Reward Points, I should say. Totally different from Cash Shop and logins. And once you get to a certain point, it's like tier 4 of Cosmic Rewards, which we'll talk about in a little bit, I promise you. You actually get access to that they call the Cannibal set. And it comes with the Cannibal Brain Bucket, which is a helm, a skin mantle, which looks like a grinder on your shoulder, the Carnivorous Cuirass, which, if you look at it, it's essentially they're inferring it's made from human skin, which is really creepy. A gauntlet with a full cutlery set on both arms, pants made of skin, and I don't want to know what else, and then boots. I mean, it's kind of Mad Maxy looking at the same time, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it weird
like
that I want? Oh, go for it.
Although if I put my finger over the helmet, it looks like a hobo like costume. Like, I think if I were to use this, it would only be for the helm, because the helm's really fucking cool. The rest of it's just it just looks like leather armor. Unless I was able to tell that it was made out of human flesh, then I'd totally wear it.
Leather armor.
Huh?
Technically, it is legit leather armor if it's the cannibal costume.
Yeah, I mean, and that's cool. It's just not special enough. The shoulder piece is pretty cool too. With the horns and stuff. Oh, cool.
This is my thought about it. I want a chainsaw sword, and I want to change my name temporarily to Leatherface and run around going.
Maybe for Halloween.
I would have like a paper bag helm. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, or like a Jason mask. I think that would look cool. Anyways, sorry.
That's all right. The next video we're going to show is from Dosmus again. He updated the costume discoveries that he would find out in the world. Not all of the art is finalized. Not all of the pieces are for sure going to translate over to live. But this is what he's found so far on the PTR. I believe they actually did say like the silk hats, like the huge big hats you would get at like fucking Spencer's Gifts. Those might not translate to live at the moment because there's an art issue with them.
Yeah.
They didn't specify what it was, but they said there's an art issue. So they're on the PTR. You can find them. But from what we've heard, they might not transition as of yet. And he actually breaks it up into zones. You can actually find the hazmat suit in White Veil if your RNGesus is lucky.
Which
so
it never is for anyone ever.
Never.
Not for me, ever.
That's not how RNG works.
If you think you got it, you don't. So he actually did finally get into Wilderrun, and he shows you everything there. So we'll let that finish off for a little bit, and we're going to bring in the big topic and discussion of the day, which is another deep dive has happened. And these deep dives are coming kind of fast, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of new stuff that they're going over, and I think they're using each one of these as as kind of like what is it called, Krug? It's like a press.
Like a press.
Not kind of, where it's just like it's a lot of information in one sitting. It's a marketing tool, and it's used to like get a lot of information out, and it goes to a wide range of people. I'm not even trying to remember the name anymore, Krug, so you can stop. I'm just
done.
describing
Okay,
it.
Cool.
Anyway, the reason
no. So what it is that it's a lot of information that they release at one time. So
release?
Yeah, a press release that would work. No, I mean that's not the right term, but anyways, we've spent too much time thinking about that.
I'll say why I think it's odd after we talk about this. So everyone knows them right now as loyalty points, but this week's deep dive officially unveils them as cosmic rewards. So you're gonna have to just get the loyalty points system out of your head. They've been talking about it for a while. Now it's just been rebranded. The way it functions is exactly the same as loyalty points. Everything you've heard so far about loyalty points do not change. It's only a name change. You will never lose cosmic points for your cosmic rewards. It'll always add like a thermos that overflows. And so
I think, hold on, before you keep going, I think the best analogy is it's like experience on a character. You don't lose experience the same way you don't lose cosmic points.
Why I want to tell you to say that.
In this game, you don't lose experience points.
Okay.
There are other games that
Sure,
you do.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a safe bet to assume that I'm talking about WildStar because we're a WildStar podcast. So,
but yeah, you'll never lose cosmic points. You'll always gain them for everything you do. There are initially 6 tiers upon the game update release. They have said they will add more in the future. The fun part about that is say you cap. Say you get to tier 6 and you're capped out right now, but you're still doing stuff that would redeem cosmic points. That actually will roll over when the new tiers happen. So it's not really such a head start, but they're just telling you, oh, well, you're a quarter of the way into tier 7, so when the new tiers roll out, it'll reflect accordingly. And the reason we know this, which we'll say in a little bit, is because Bardic actually explained this to us. Some of the signature status perks that you get, like the social stuff, like creating circles and the circuit board crafting bonuses, they are rolled into the cosmic rewards. So some of the social stuff that everyone's a little wary about, like why would you block off crafting bonuses to signature status players only? Well, if you spend money and time, if you want to, it's more so much, actually money. If you want to spend money and not get signature status, you can still unlock those things. And if you're a player who has signature status and say you just want to go free, as long as you have that tier unlocked, you will always have that social reward added to your account, which is a nice compromise, I honestly believe, because I think people were a little right to go. This is still, it's fair, I get it, but it's still kind of weird why you would segregate players. I get it, I think it's fine as it is, but whatever. So once again, people ask, what gets you points? By redeeming a WildStar product code from a physical box copy, if you make a purchase from the WildStar's website, if you purchase or redeem cred, and if you spend N-Coin in the in-game cash shop. And then this time in the deep dive, they actually do give you a breakdown of how many points each action gives you. So, like I said earlier, Bardic went onto Reddit and did an AMA on the Cosmic Rewards points, and so we have a few, or actually quite a bit of what she responded to. So someone asked, what happens if you bought multiple box copies because of the exclusive rewards like the Snarflinks mount and the Marauder costume? So Bardic straight up said, every box you redeem gives you that same amount of points. So the first box you redeem gives you 12,000 points because you bought it, you bought the game, you kept going. Each box you bought and redeemed gets you 12,000 points per box. So I have 3 boxes that I redeemed. My original one from my purchase, and then I bought 2 to get the 2 Snarflinks mounts. That's 36,000 points right out the gate without anything else. That's ridiculous. Cool and ridiculous. And so someone asked, does it apply to digital? And so far the answer is only appeals to physical standard edition box copies. So keep an eye on that.
Which I'm curious. I mean, I guess that they're not talking digital copies anymore because one, the game is free, and so it's not like that they can sell those anymore.
Exactly.
So they're selling the actual boxes out to try to get rid of them.
Yeah, they're incentivizing getting rid of the product.
Yeah.
Not only will you get an exclusive item, you get extra cosmic points, and you get free game time from it. Free signature status.
I wonder,
free,
and
cheap.
this is kind of like more gaming information and less WildStar specific, but I wonder if they have to buy back their games after a certain amount of time. Like if their boxes don't sell, like is there a return policy kind of a thing with?
I think there are some games that have to do that. I don't know about MMOs though.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I still see Age of Conan boxes at like a random Best Buy once in a blue moon, and that game's dead.
I feel like NCSoft is a big enough company to negotiate that out of a contract.
Probably.
I'm just curious if that's probably why they're incentivizing the box purchases, because if they don't have to buy them back, then like if they're not required to buy them back, then I'm curious of why they're incentivizing the purchase of those boxes.
Because it costs
to get rid of them.
Because it costs money.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not costing them any money. They've already sold those boxes to Best Buy.
Yeah, but it also people realize they want to buy the boxes for the rewards.
Yeah, maybe it's just to placate people that have already spent the money. You know what I mean? Like, I've spent like $50 on boxes. Why don't I get $50 worth of stuff?
Well, if you're Behalter, you spent like $300 on boxes.
If you're Behalter, you spent your entire life savings. Your child will not go to college specifically because you bought so many WildStar boxes.
So
I found a thing in the AMA that I wanted to make clear to the people listening. So somebody asked, will Omnibit purchases award us with cosmic points? And the answer is no, only N-Coin store purchases. So the only way to get cosmic points without spending real money would be to redeem cred that you have purchased some other way.
In-game.
So, right. So that's it. That's all you have. So technically, it's possible to get signature status without spending any money. Or all of the benefits of signature status without spending any money. You just buy a butt ton of cred.
Yeah.
A butt ton of cred.
It's insane.
Yeah, but it's possible, which is nice. Like, right, for people that are like super OP raid on farm status, they can do it. They can make that happen.
So someone did ask, hey, you guys are giving us cosmic points for the game time we redeem if we buy like a game code or something. What about those box copies? Because they have game time, and Bardic was quite simply said, hey, you only get points for the box purchase. And the game time that's in there is for the box purchase. You don't get cosmic points for the purchase and the game time. Right. It's just all one deal. So she's just, it was really cool. She was straightforward with a lot of stuff. She took even suggestions that she couldn't quite answer. She was like, that sounds interesting. Maybe we should talk a little more about it to like developers on websites and stuff like that. So all cosmic rewards are account bound. Okay. Anything like an item reward, can be multi-redeemed. So think like a pet once you reach like the little beast reward point, or if you get like the furlough, it's not soulbound. So you can multi-redeem it per different characters. I believe the costume pieces are soulbound, obviously because your costume, once you equip them, they're soulbound. But you hollow wardrobe it, and it's available to all your characters. I don't believe there's a whole lot that's locked out besides like the mount or something. I think the mounts are the only thing you have to choose a character you want to give it to. Everything else like costumes and pets will be able to be multi-redeemed per character. Cosmic. So as a heads up, if you're playing on PTR now and going, why are we having 2, 3, 4 different types of cosmic reward things in the UI? I don't get it. Why is this broken? It is broken. It's a scripting error. They've already said it. It's out of date. It's not updated on the PTR. When they hit phase 2, which we'll explain afterwards, they will be accurately updated. And someone asked, well, not related to cosmic rewards, can I gender or faction change? And Bardic's like, good question.
Bye. Good question. AMA over.
Oh, not AMA over. She
That was a joke.
said, quote, it's a good idea and something I'd personally like to offer. It's not in the schedule right now, though glad to pass along the feedback and the requests. And I know a lot of people are interested in a faction change or reward change, and we're wondering if cosmic rewards ever give you, or race change.
I'm interested in a race change. I'm also interested in there being a bug when they first implement race change that allows me to pick a Granok Esper that has no animations because they're not built yet, but I can still run around as a Granok and cast Esper spells without having any animations. I'd be down. That'd be a bug that I would support.
Well, if they offer faction changes, they're going to have to offer race changes.
I can't imagine they would put it in cosmic rewards, though.
I don't think they have to. Why do you say have to?
Well, because you are changing your race.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That was dumb. That was a dumb question. I understand.
It would probably have to be specified in fine print, or like not so much fine print, but right there, faction or race change can only be applied to same faction. I think they'd have to do something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like you can do similar to what WoW does, which is like you can. It's like a $15 charge to change servers, or it's like a $15 charge to either change race, sex, or faction change. Like it's just like one purchase. You can do multiple. I mean, you can change your male warlock on Alliance over to a orc female warlock. You know what I mean? Like it's just a $15 charge to make a change, or 25 or whatever the heck it is.
So Kruger already said Omnibits will not add cosmic points and coin only. Now we also said if you cap out on a cosmic reward tier, any additional points will roll over when a new tier is introduced. So someone said, what about boom boxes, guys?
No.
Oh, scrubby. That is this. What? No. Actually, no. Here's what I'm thinking. For every boombox that I have redeemed that gave me a flask of anything or a transmat to anywhere, I should get like 1,000 points, right? Because it's like I had to go through that disappointment over 100 times, well over 100 times. Like, oh, there's this super cool box, and I'm going to open one every day. And just, no, there's nothing cool in here. No. A flask of, I already have max experience. Why do I need this? Go away. No. Stop. Give me something in return. Give me something exciting.
How's this? You can turn in Omnibits for boom boxes.
Is it going to be one Omnibit for 600 boomboxes? Should I do that?
I was like, can I like just exchange rate boom? I still have like 40 boomboxes online.
Yeah, I have a bunch.
I haven't touched.
I'm going to open one today. Fuck it. YOLO.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what happens afterwards.
I'll get like, get every mount. Blah, 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 blah.
So I was looking over the list of things that you get for cosmic points. And so if you buy a 15-day game card, you get 1,800 cosmic points. If you buy 30 days, which is twice as many days, you get 3,000 cosmic points. And if you buy 60 days, you get 6,000 cosmic points. So it behooves you to buy 15-day trials instead of a 60-day trial.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why is there a discrepancy between the increase from the first to second and the second to third? Why does that exist?
Don't know.
Well, I mean, 30 to 60 I get, and it's double. It's 3,000, 6,000. You're buying twice as much time. You're getting twice as much point. But they're actually rewarding you for buying less time.
Because you'd buy more the less time.
Yeah, but it's not like the $15 trial and the $30 trial cost the same amount of money.
Yeah. But to continue with what she said, She said, "Hey, boomboxes, Gamescom items, Rest in Peacemaker, anything that's super exclusive, Snarflink's mount will most likely never be part of the Cosmic Rewards system. They will retain their exclusivity. The only thing that's was never part of an exclusive deal, or I guess technically you say it wasn't, is the what's it called, the Elden mount from the deluxe edition, the hoverboard. You do get that because you can buy the deluxe edition upgrade in the cash shop. That's the only thing that you can
Oh, that's
get
interesting.
anywhere else than just that. And if you have the Gamescom item, if you have a Rest in Peacemaker, if you have a Wrecking Crew title, if you have a Boombox, that you only got it through those specific avenues, and you'll never get it in the Cosmic Rewards. Now, someone,
I was just thinking, like, there's things in boomboxes, like, for example, the Raiden costume that you can get. You can now purchase the Raiden costume outside of boomboxes, which makes me think that boomboxes, one, aren't that exclusive.
there's two items that I believe are still exclusive:
Okay.
the Luminous Equifar mount and the War Pig.
Okay.
Those are the only two items I can think of that are still only from there.
Okay. And then the second thing is that the deluxe edition was supposed to be, you only get it if you buy the deluxe edition, and now it's like, oh, you can just pay Omnibits to upgrade, which to me is just like, hey, you pay coin and you get the reward, which, you know what I mean, like.
I'm okay with that. That's the only. I guess it's really. I can't really give a blanket answer like, oh, none of this is okay and all this is okay. I guess for me, it's on a case by case basis. I guess I don't see a difference in the deluxe and standard edition if you're upgrading other than the gear. So I kind of see what you mean, but like, why doesn't it just stay exclusive like everything else?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, someone's gonna want the items, and the only way they can get it now is digitally. I don't know. I'm okay with that personally, but I see what you mean. So one of the other questions, one of the last questions we wanted to bring over, because something cool happened when we went through PTR, was someone said, and I quote, come on, load, Poutine Life says, quote, what will it take to make you guys let me change my path on my main character? Bardic says, quote, or how about add a path? Note, I'm not promising anything at this time. So everyone saw that and went, oh! And then I saw that and I went, oh! And Indigo saw that and he went, I don't care. Because
I'm an explorer for life.
You know what'd be awesome? If you were a soldier, you could add the soldier path twice, and then every time you go to a holdout, it counts as two people standing there, and they're all twice as hard.
That'd be kind of funny, actually.
You're welcome, Carbine.
Hard mode.
Hard mode.
Path hard mode.
No, just have someone else run through it while you start it, and just have a whole raiding group run through your
That
holdout.
video is the best. That video is the fucking
And
best.
chat says, but did anyone see the achievements that got added? And I was going to get to that point because someone on PTR showed this screenshot we're going to put up in just a moment that says scientist token, settler token, soldier token, all badge paths acquired. Which means Bardic might not be that far off. She can't for certain say that this will go into live, but this thing that you can't obtain yet is in the achievements that say obtain a scientist token, obtain settler, obtain soldier, obtain explorer, and you get an achievement for obtaining all four. Now, I actually went on Twitter and asked, hey, are the tokens just not found yet in PTR? Are they available? And KDM said, actually, we haven't installed that yet. That'll be part of Phase 2, which we'll go into Phase 2 in just a moment.
Stop hinting at Phase 2. It's the
Phase 2
suspense. It's
not
not make
so
me have to
suspense,
listen to the whole entire thing to find out what Phase 2 is.
You, my friend, just got an extra point into how podcasting works. You keep your audience going, dangle the carrot in front of them. So it seems like, and we have no firm proof by this until we get to Phase 2 of beta testing, that you will be able to get a token of some kind at some point on a character and redeem an additional path. You'd obviously start from 0, I would assume. You would start from 0 on this path. You'd have to just get the levels. You have to go back to earlier zones and get the data queues if you're a scientist, or build up paths, or build up stations if you're an explorer, or a settler, or go bouncing off everything you can if you're Indigo.
Sorry, I just put up the image. So this is the image he was talking about earlier, under the paths section in your codex, and it's talking about all the tokens. And all path badges acquired is definitely a thing you can see at the bottom there.
Which also brings up some questions. How would you manage people switching between paths? I guess there would have to be a cooldown, or you're stuck in a new path until you purchase a token or something. So I'm curious about that.
I mean, if you unlock multi-paths, so let's imply that all three of us unlock all of the paths, right? It's probably because the rewards aren't like super game changing. It's probably they're helpful, but it's not game changing. So like if you're playing and you're in a dungeon and Doc, you drop down the fire pit. If you drop down the fire and then we wipe for the next 30 minutes, the cooldown's not over, but the fire pit's gone. I can now drop it down, even though I'm technically started off as an explorer, because I think it's just going to add. It's just going to add to it. I don't think,
and it would make.
I don't think it's going to be that way. I don't think it's going to be like a on the fly switch type thing. I think it's going to be more like the crafting profession. That's what I was looking for. Profession changes. Where you have to like go to a vendor and talk to them, and there's like a UI that you can only access when you're talking to an NPC.
I could see that.
Because
I would hope
first of all, that technology is still already in
ladder.
the game, because obviously we already use it for something. And second of all, I think having it switch dynamically, like in the middle of content, would make it a little OP. Like
why?
I don't know. It just feels
what
weird.
do you get? What do you get from a path that somehow makes like a combat situation in a dungeon easier, or in PvP?
Oh, if you're an explorer and you have the jetpack thing, you can use it in a dungeon. And if you're facing away from a mob and you're really close to it and you use the jetpack burns them for 1,000,000 damage. So,
yeah, that's not a thing that happens.
But I mean, I've done it before.
That's why it's banned in PvP apparently. But I mean, I would love it to be the former that Indigo said, but I honestly believe that it will probably be the latter, what Krug said. I really hope it's the former. Hope it's the former with like the caveat of like a 24-hour cooldown period, where no, you want to like switch out to be a scientist real fast to gather everybody up for this world boss meeting. Yeah, no, cool. Just you gotta wait a day to change paths again.
Moose, I was joking. You don't have to remind people. Was I really that convincing? Rude.
You know, we had to put a disclaimer because sometimes people will be like, "What?" and try to use it. And go, he died.
Moose is right. We were talking in the Facebook chat this week, and we should bring this up of the possibility of this being account bound a reward, and not necessarily like at the end. Once you hit the max level, you get a coin, which is your achievement for beating that. And this is an account bound. Or a total account reward, and not a individual player reward.
I think it could be individual player personally.
It could, and it doesn't have to be, but it could. But we just feel like it should be brought up as a
There's a lot of speculation about this, and a lot of good speculation. I don't think it's a bad. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're putting out tinfoil hat. There we go. I gotta make one of those. We're totally in the territory right now. So while they're getting dressed and getting all fancy, I'm going to go over what Phase 2 is, for those of you that do not know. So Phase 1, who we are currently in PTR right now, we have funny money, essentially, which is what the N coins really are. They're completely valueless and useless in the terms of spending money for them. If you can run into any carbiner that's in the PTR and then ask, like, hey, I want to test out the cash shop more with the N coin, can I please get some more? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, and just throw you gobs of funny money. And you can go out and buy everything in the cash shop and go test it out and see what bugs out and what doesn't. Fill out your reports accordingly. Please do, or talk to them about it, or do a show like we are. Phase 2, they haven't said when it's coming out, but when Phase 2 comes out, they'll have the updated Cosmic Rewards UI and system, and it'll be updated to show, or should be updated to show you where your standing is in Cosmic Rewards. It will also allow you to purchase N-Coin. Now, that means literally pulling out your credit card, going to the WildStar site, and saying, yes, I would love to spend money on your video game, and get some little nifty coins in response. Keep in mind, the money you spend, you're doing voluntarily of your own free will. And I don't want to hear any complaints about how you got scammed out of money, because you motherfucker had the wallet in the first place.
Do you remember when Cards Against Humanity said that they were going to send people bullshit, and a whole bunch of people bought it,
And they're like, no, they'll never do that.
Yeah, they won't send me real bullshit. It's going to be like a super secret card or something. And like there was this big long paragraph on the page that said like, no, we're actually sending you bullshit. We're not joking. Like this is literally a piece of dried bull's feces.
This is the
it's
same
going to come in a
company.
box. You're not getting anything else. It's just bullshit. We're not going to give you a refund because we sent you the thing that we said we were going to send you.
This is the
And
same
then-
company who every year on Black Friday raises the price of their game and still sells a ton.
Do they really?
To show you how ridiculous consumerism is.
That's cute.
And then, Krug, what happened?
And then a fuck ton of people got pissed that they got bullshit or that they ordered it for someone and it was bullshit. And they didn't give a fuck. And I really, really, really hope that happens every single April Fool's Day. I really do, because it was the funniest fucking thing in my entire life.
We're basically saying, caveat emptor, buy at your own risk.
Yes.
We're not saying go spend money because it's PTR. I want to test it. Phase 1 should have been where you're testing this for fun. So you can't complain to Carbine and go, but I spend like $800 on this and the Endcoin and blah, blah, blah.
If you, hold
Someone-
on. I don't think
someone will
anybody's
make
going to have
that
that problem, bro.
Someone will make the dumb case. There is a fun part about this, though. Any money you do spend from Phase 2 until the rollout of the game update, Bardic and other Carbiners have said, whatever money you spend will be redeemed back to you in the form of Endcoin when the live server is updated. The items you buy in the cash shop will not be given to you. Let me repeat that. The shit you buy, you're not getting on live.
You're getting,
That again.
you're,
Bitch ain't getting shit.
oh my god.
The best was his bitch ain't getting shit.
Yeah, his hand, his little like,
But you will get those N coins back. You spend $30 of N coins on the PTR and you spend it all, you're not getting the items to the cash shop, but you'll get those $30 of N coins back in your account on live.
Wait, but Doc, I read something on the forums that was a really interesting question that somebody asked. If I spend like $30 on the cash shop in Phase 2 of the PTR, will I get the items back after live happens?
Let me repeat this again. Bitch ain't getting shit. You could get those $30 in N coin back in your account so you can go buy it
Yes.
again.
So, to make this abundantly clear,
Bitch ain't getting shit.
thank you.
I love our sassy Hispanic man.
I also think we found a title for this week's episode. Bitch ain't getting shit.
iTunes hates us.
Yep. We've gotten emails, just saying.
Yeah, send emails stos@QueueTimes.com. Piece of official news. They actually, you know how a few months back we were talking about, Tally and D. Carter and a few other people from West Coast streaming on Twitch got invited to NCSoft and Carbine Studios to see what's going on. And they had mentioned we were talking to them about how to conduct yourselves for streaming, because we would love to stream our stuff as developers and not like slip up or something and interact with our fan base. How do you do that? So they had that big old talk, and Friday, the 21st of August, CRB Sunshine Didi was actually doing a stream /AMA/leveling experience on the PTR.
Oh, we should talk about that, because I have some things to say about that, but please
the whole-
continue explaining.
I only watched the first 5 minutes as I was doing all the show notes and I had to go to work and all that fun stuff. But I thought it was interesting. I didn't quite know what to expect of it, and it's really just a streaming session, just like anybody else in doing PTR from what I gathered. What did you get?
It was on PTR. Like, I watched long enough to understand the fact that it was on PTR. Why would you do a stream for your game on the unpopulated PTR server? Like, wouldn't she want to go onto live and like show off the people playing the game so that people are like, hey, look at this game, there are a bunch of people playing it, we should go play it too?
Now, like I said, I didn't get a chance to see it, but did she go through any of the stuff you could only see on PTR?
Oh, boom.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but
Other question to that is that maybe they want to do something a little different than when Tony was playing and he wasn't actually playing, he just had a group of people kill everything for him.
Yeah, that didn't really make for a fun stream, because you could see after a while he's like, look, I'm trying to show off the game and I really appreciate you guys being in game with us, but it kind of devalues the experience for those that are interested in the game or going, what the fuck? Like, he's just sitting there and People are his slaves for like an hour.
Yeah.
So he can't get experience, so he can't level.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's awkward.
So I could only assume the PTR stream session was mainly to get another anime going. Like I said, I didn't get to watch it, so I didn't get to see what kind of questions were asked. And I'm pretty sure they're the same round of questions we've gone through in the last 5 podcasts. Because bitch ain't getting shit. And it was to show you what was on the PTR. That's what I'm assuming. Now, I think this could be utilized very well if there's deliberate and concise plans. Like how we all get together every Sunday and have a game plan to show you guys the news, and then we go on a game plan of streaming. People that have specific raid stuff give you raid commentary. They have a specific plan. People that go out and they do PvP, they have a specific plan, and there's commentary with it. If there's any kind of carbiners listening, and I've said this in the Reddit, and I'll say it here too, please do stream, but give us a reason to watch you. An AMA is good, and showing off PTR is good, but you gotta sell it. Like, you see all the emotion I'm putting into my voice and actions when you hear it on the audio. You gotta sell it. Get people into this game, because some people on the Reddit had a few good points. You know, Wild Stars and MMOs on Twitch don't get a lot of viewership. Even if the developers are streaming it, you gotta give them a reason to come in and check it out.
So reward, like giveaways.
No, not giveaways.
Well,
You could
maybe
if you wanted
giveaways.
to.
Giveaways is a good
I mean,
start.
But I'm
Hey,
betting
we're gonna give you
be a
10 N coins. You know what I
be
mean?
a
Like
personality. People remember Frost and Tony even
Yep.
more because, and this is not a knock on Dee Dee if she's listening. This isn't a knock on you, because I believe you do have a really fun personality when you're streaming and when you're live. But Jesus Christ, people still bring up Frost a year after the game is launched, and he hasn't been with the company for months because his personality on the camera was so goddamn appealing.
So
People remember Donatelli because his personality is, I can't keep shit in my mouth shut. People are Pappy because Pappy's a grumpy old man who gets a hard on for Laura and the Exiles. Like that's why people come. They come to go watch Towley because Towley's getting swole and talking mad shit on the monsters he's killing. People are watching us because I'm a sassy Hispanic man and Jacob's a little boy and Kareem
as
and
they
Krug
like to love,
and Indigo, sorry.
as they lovingly like to call it, 2 beards and a baby face.
Two beards and a
Yes.
So I'm saying Dee Dee and guys in the group, start streaming more Dee Dee. Let us see who you are, obviously without like breaking TOS and getting yourself in trouble with the company.
Okay, whatever. I'm going
it's
to point
harder for
something
them
out.
because they work for a company that they have to like, conduct themselves in a certain way.
No, I totally. I was making a joke. I'm going to point out something to those who don't really know Doc very well, and for those of you that do know Doc, this will be readily apparent to you, so you don't necessarily have to listen to this portion. Doc is currently doing what is called planting a seed. He's explaining how passionate he is about their stream succeeding, and he's explaining what they need to do in vague terms, and to make it succeed. He's doing this because somewhere down the road, Doc is going to message them and say, I can make your stream wonderful. Let me be the one to stream.
And if I'm not, someone that works there
Nope,
will
that's
be
not
able
what you're
to listen
going
to
for.
this
This
and
is
go,
just you
I
being
know
modest.
exactly what I'm doing.
That's not what you're going for. And then Indigo and I are going to come on STOS, and there's going to be a third person, and it's not going to be Doc. And you're
They're
going to
gonna
be
give
like,
me
where's
shit the
Doc?
entire
And
time.
then the next week, you're going to see
dropped
Doc
us.
on the Wild Star Twitch. And he's going to be like, welcome to Strange Tales. Ooh, just kidding.
None of you know who I am, and I'm streaming this game. But RGDK says, I really hope that CRB take that to heart. It's all about the cult of personality and then content. It's true. Gaming personalities, TV personalities, they're personalities first and foremost. That's why people will follow people to the ends of the earth if they really enjoy them. So let yourself fly on stream, obviously, within keeping your job, Dee Dee. Please keep your job, because
Are you
like
okay,
your job.
Krug?
Look at the link that Moose most recently posted.
Yes,
That was
I did see.
hilarious.
Bitch ain't getting shit.
Bitch ain't getting shit.
So-
QueueTimes.com. Bitch ain't getting shit.
So we're gonna move on
Yes.
to the strange tales from the community, because honestly, without that, this show is nothing.
That was horseshit. Do it again.
The strange tales from the community.
There you go.
Thank you.
I
Edit that
it's like
shitty one
sci-fi
out.
vibe in there. So, anyone, raise your hand if you've ever done Sanctuary of Sword Maiden.
Yay.
Raise your hand if you did it, veteran. Raise your hand if you've never died in Sanctuary Storming on those platforms that like bounce you up and down from things.
Raise your hand if you've extricated Doc as he jumped one of those platforms, and then as he was about to land, he immediately moved all the way back to where he had jumped from, continued to run forward, and just ran himself off the ledge. Raise your hand if you've done that. Ooh, woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo. Krug raised his hand.
So we just wanted to show off this video, some of the times that people do, and this guy's name, I guess they call him JN Game. And I just wanted to show this off because this is, if you've ever played the game, you're gonna come and play the game. You're gonna experience this. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's just really funny for everyone else involved watching you try to hit those flying platforms, and then, or you're like me and panic, you gate over something, aggro something, and then run off the edge and die again, and blame Krug for all of it because your repair bills just skyrocketed.
Yep, you're welcome.
The best part is sometimes like it feels like you landed right on that little like light and it still doesn't bounce you, and you're like, just what the?
That's what.
Like,
That's exactly what this video looks like. It looks like he made it.
First he undershoots it, and then he instantly reses and runs again, and he overshoots it.
He did that one on purpose, though. I think.
And actually, Time Travel actually pointed in chat. He says, by the way, we actually updated all these on PTR, so they're likely to be less death-likey.
You didn't say that sentence correctly at all.
Boo! Leave it there. You're already putting in speed boosts. I want to see new players die and plummet their deaths.
No. Do you remember how frustrating it is doing this game? How long did it take us? The one time that I went through vet with you. How long did it take us? How long did it take?
2 minutes. They had to wait for a res. BS.
No. I mean, that Sanctuary of the Sword made it as a whole.
Oh, the very first one I went into, it took like 2.5 hours. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, when you and I did it, and we had to keep like swapping out our fifth member with like someone that had rated gear.
No one else could jump over the fucking platforms, and then we kept wiping on the holdout. We were really bad and undergeared. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, come new game update, I'm rolling a medic. That's all I'm saying.
You're
and
welcome. I'm gonna roll an Esper actually.
Over and over again.
I'm a rolling Esper.
And he's gonna extricate you.
Yep.
See, but I know something about extricate that you don't know yet, so
you'll have to explain after the show because I want to hear about this.
Let's
move.
He won't because he wants to ruin your life.
Yep. It is a thing that I keep to myself.
So here's the fun part about PTR. You know all of those really, really fun new items you get? I have not seen this new item yet in PTR, and I really want to. But I'm glad that people from all walks of life join and enjoy this game. And I like to say I don't know if I always agree with this person's ideologies and politics, but it's nice to know that even he's a WildStar player too.
Oh,
Right.
that's God.
It's too good.
It's President Jeb Bush, everybody.
President?
That's what it says.
That's what it says. This is President Jeb Bush.
Well, it says President Jeb, and it is a bush.
That's true. It does. And it is a
And
bush.
if I'm not mistaken, he's from the Guild 2016.
Now, those of you that are watching and wondering why we're talking about this, I don't fucking know. Doc picked it.
I just thought it was fun. Community. This game isn't always about really cool houses. It's about the randomness. You can be a bush, for Christ's sakes. Why? I don't know why, but you can. That's a thing in WildStar. I needed to point it out. It needed to be known because
You make poor choices.
I thought it was funny. Let's move on.
Moving on.
Let's go into the housing block because obviously we love to highlight some of the awesome houses, and it's one of the strongest points of WildStar. As always, iDestinia really loves the EU housing scene because he's from EU, and he comes back this week with. I'm just gonna talk about the name first, and I'll talk about the players that created it. A Sanctuary, and it's really cool. He has a nice like Godfather Italian kind of background music going through it. It's a really kind of seedy part of town. And we finally exposed the fact that WildStar has his first mass murderer of other player characters in the name of iDestinia. Watch the video, you will see what happens, and we might have to put a bounty on his head, just saying. Now, this plot is made by... I hate both these players for this. Thalothian Kalawanji, Noirik Windchaser.
Windchaser's easy. Good job for getting Windchaser.
Real. Those are syllables. Those are syllables they just threw together. I don't have a name.
What are names?
Yeah, but there's
I don't want you two going and arguing over what a name is. All right, we don't need to go over what the definitions of this crap is. I fucking hate
Thelo-
this.
Thalothian, Kalawanji, and Noiric Windchaser. They created Sanctuary on Javid Exiles. So if you're on EU or you get a chance to go to EU PTR Live, check that out. It's really cool. It's huge. It even has a sewer system. Like it's got
It is really cool.
pennies. Names. Anyway, next on the housing list.
I'm making you read out the names of whoever wins
When's what?
the giveaway that we're doing today.
Oh yes. Oh god damn it. So Frank Turner is another character. I believe this time he's on the NA server. He's on Entity, I believe. He actually created a bottle ship in his housing plot. So he got like the underwater sky theme, it has bubbles everywhere, and he created a sunken ship, like in a ship in a bottle thing. And I thought it was really clever, and I thought it was really cute. So I really wanted to highlight that, and it's a fun little excursion through a plot, and obviously there's little plugs on the outside. But the main attraction here is just this schooner on stilts, or a boat on stilts, and you get to run around in it, and it's really kind of nice and sweet, and shows that he even has like the trees mimicking his kelp outside. So I think that's really, really cool, personally.
Yeah, the kelp thing was nifty. I like the kelp thing. And it's a cool ship, too. I mean, it's enormous. Like, not to scale at all, but it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. I can only imagine when you actually get real water in this game, what people can do with stuff like this. 'Cause I had never even thought of doing an underwater shipwreckage. I've seen pirate ships, but never, like, shipwreckage. It's really sweet. And this next video, especially for talking about giving people headaches. So we're going to move to the next house. So a few months back, or a month or two ago, we were talking about how there was a user called Spatsy. He created what he calls the Star Temple Maze, and he does these mazes every once in a while, and he really challenges players to see if they can complete them. This recent maze, the Star Temple Maze, actually had a $100 prize. If you could get to a specific area that's very obvious, and he gets actually there in this video, and take a picture and send it to him. Someone did win that. We never found out who it was, but to my knowledge,
we said it on a podcast. Because remember, they announced the challenge, and then after we talked about it on the podcast, I completed it, and then I went to the Reddit where I had to post my name to get the money. Yeah, I completed it.
Oh.
I went to the Reddit and I took the screenshot. I probably still have it somewhere. And somebody had already posted a screenshot of theirs saying that they won, and I was like, oh, drats.
I thought you said you were trying it and you gave up.
No,
I know
I
we
finished. I'm going to be completely honest. I finished by sheer luck. Like, I didn't know where I was at all. And then I turned the corner and I saw the thing that I was supposed to see. And I was just like, bitch, what? Okay. Screenshot. Like, it was awesome.
Show the video while we keep talking about this because Spatsy actually does a solution video to that maze.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, I'm not going to show it so that people, if they want to go and try it, can
still
do that. Yeah, because it's the solution. Spoilers.
Okay. You know how people hate the Legend of Zelda Water Temple from Ocarina of Time? Or Ocarina of Time?
Huh?
What was that? What was that?
Blow it up. Ocarina, whatever. Think of it like the Water Temple and an MC Escher drawing had a baby and turned it into a fucking maze.
That's not an inaccurate description.
It is in the link. Moose has posted it in the chat,
Correct.
and if you would like to watch it, it will be in show notes. So
thank you.
It boggled my mind. Even the creator of the maze in the video gets lost like 2 or 3 times. And the tricks he employs, because we all think of a maze like a set of structured walls and everything. Because of the housing items, he took it to a whole new level where it's like a Rubik's Cube on acid with, like I said, it's insane. There's false doors. You have to really take your time. If you want to attempt the Spatsy Temple, Star Temple Maze, take your time. And look around every time you get a chance to move an area you're not sure about. There's false walls, there's false floors, there's hidden doors, there's crooked corners, there's false trails, there's dead ends. It's crazy. So my brain hurts.
It was impossible.
And you beat that sheer luck, so I think honestly just still impressed if you beat it.
Oh, Moose, I love you.
What did Moose say?
Moose spoiled a bunch of things in chat. Like a dickhole.
I think it's like 603. If you know what I'm talking about, feel free to hate me. Anyway, for the last little bit of community news for this week, we're going to talk about one more house, and that is called Mira Sylvan's Vigilante City. And I put that on there because, one, it looks really sweet. It's got a really cool sci-fi Blade Runner feel to it. Even the music kind of matches with it. And it's similar to Sanctuary we showed a little bit ago, but Vigilante City, it feels a little cleaner and then weirdly dystopian. It's really cool to see how this idea of a dilapidated town, or it's kind of seedy town, can still be dealt with in a whole bunch of different ways. And if you're a role player, have a role playing team, check out these plots and see what you can do with it. And I would love to see, once again, when we get neighborhoods, I should say, when we get neighborhoods, what people can do with them.
Oh yeah, super excited about that.
God. So,
Yep.
yeah, that's pretty much most of the big fun news from the community this week. I believe there was a laser tag tournament by mistakes were made. I didn't post anything up there because it already happened and there were no results. So if you want to check out all mistakes were made's community stuff, they do stuff every 2 weeks, and I'll try to put them up there as I can and as I get information as well. So that's, to be honest, kind of it for this week, I would say.
And look at the time. You didn't rush it. It was perfect. Loving it, son.
And I didn't have any technical issues except for Doc dropped the call a bunch of times, but that was his fault, not mine.
It was my fault this time.
Ta-da.
I like to say episode 59 was a pretty
It was we have increased from the previous episode, but we can do better.
We can always
yeah.
do better.
You
I think we all agree to that.
Where can we find you online?
say me? You cut
Yes.
out. Oh, you can find me on Twitter at IndigoJonesQT. You can also email me at indigo@QueueTimes.com. You can get the entire group of us at STOS@QueueTimes.com.
We might be slow on getting back to you, but we will get back to you.
And Krug, how do you spell that?
That is INDIGO.
CANSUCKADICK.
As for me, you can find me at KrugQT on Twitter. That is my Twitter handle. You can also find me on the emails at STOS at QueueTimes.com. That always throws me off because there are two ats. And you can also find me personally at Krug@QueueTimes.com. That's QUEUETIMES.com. Mwah.
As for me, Doc, you can find me at Twitter at DocQT is always the best way to get a hold of me. I do try and check my email, but I'm really bad at that. We are going to do, after this audio podcast is done, we are going to give away... Actually, should we do the winners right now of the Gamescom codes?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, well, if you're an audio listener, you know where to find us every
Yep.
Sunday at 5 p.m. PDT at twitch.com/QueueTimes. Strange Tales from Outer Space, episode 59. My name is Doc, and I have with me, as always, Indigo.
Good night, guys.
And Krug.
Mwah.
And that's for the audio portion of the podcast. We are out. See you next week.
Cut
And-
it out.
Oh, that was dumb. That was even worse than like kissing the
There's
mic.
no
for the
way.
outro.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. There's no way I can call this episode bitch ain't getting shit.
What
Hello
about
everybody, thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Also, please check out the annotations below for more videos. Bye.